If you're not working overtime, are you even working? Since the turn of the 21st century, the emergence of hustle culture, or the idea that absolute devotion to your work is the only way to be successful, has become extremely prevalent in Western society. According to Time magazine, in a survey polling 65,000 North Americans, 42% of women and 35% of men reported feeling burned out almost always in 2021. These high rates of burnout and employee dissatisfaction suggest that something needs to change, and rethinking the traditional 5-day workweek might be just the change that we need. The 2020 COVID-19 pandemic revolutionized how work is done, and the massive shift to working from home that it caused has also renewed interest in implementing a 4-day workweek instead of working the traditional 5-day, 40-hour workweek. Employees would work a 4-day, 8 hours a day over a period of 4 days. The idea behind a 4-day work week is to achieve the same results in fewer hours so that people have more time to pursue other interests, spend time with loved ones, and manage their lives. Implementing a 4-day work schedule has already been successful in other countries, and it offers a range of benefits from increasing company productivity to increasing the mental and physical health of employees across the nation. The most commonly tossed around argument for the 4-day work week, that the 3 days off will rejuvenate employees and make them more productive during the 4 days that they are at work, has been proven to be accurate in study after study. Perpetual Garden, an estate planning company out of New Zealand, conducted a trial study of a 4-day work week. Over the course of the study, the company's employees maintained the same productivity level, and they showed improvements in job satisfaction, teamwork, work-life balance, and company loyalty. Their employees also reported decreased stress levels with a reduction of 45% to 38%. Here's another example. From 2015 to 2017, Sweden conducted a trial study for a shorter work week. The study involved nurses at a care center. The nurses only worked 6 hours for 5 days a week, and it had extremely positive results. The nurses logged less sick hours, reported better physical and mental well-being, and were more attentive to the patients in their care. These success stories may be small scale, but they clearly show that moving away from an environment that promotes overworking is extremely conducive to better job performance. The idea that reducing weekly working hours isn't as revolutionary or drastic as it might initially seem. According to CNBC, when the government first started tracking workers' hours in 1890, full-time manufacturing employees worked a back-breaking 100 hours each week. 6-day work weeks were traditional until the 1920s, when Henry Ford pioneered a 5-day work week for his employees. And it was only in 1940, out of countless years of reform, that Congress passed the Fair Labor Standards Act in late 1940 to limit the work week to the traditional 40 hours that we know today. Along with increasing employee productivity and satisfaction, a reduced work week offers yet another important benefit: helping the environment. Countries with shorter working hours typically have a smaller carbon footprint. Large office buildings would only be in use 4 days a week, and that would reduce the number of days that these companies would be burning fuel, and it would decrease the amount that people needed to commute to work as well. A trial conducted among the Utah government state employees showed a significant ecological impact because of the decrease in days worked. Only using large state buildings for 4 days during 4 days of the week saved the state almost $2 million over the course of just the first 10 months of the study. It also led to a reduction of at least 6,000 metric tons of carbon dioxide emissions. This reduction is extremely crucial for our planet. Researchers from the Norwegian University of Science and Technology estimate that human consumption accounts for more than 60% of all greenhouse gases. Along with helping the company and helping the environment, a reduced work week will also help you. According to a 2014 Gallup study, only 1 in 5 Americans feel engaged in their work. That means that most Americans, approximately 80%, don't like their jobs. Many jobs today also eclipse the 40-hour work week. According to a Gallup poll, the average American works more like approximately 50 hours per week, which means that most Americans are doing something that they hate for the majority of their waking hours. In competitive industries like tech and finance, 60-hour work weeks are the norm, and these employees are expected to be constantly available by a smartphone. In a time where Americans are working more than ever before and taking less time off than ever before, a 4-day work week could help reinforce the line between work time and personal time. Stress is deadly, and prolonged elevated cortisol levels are associated with anxiety, depression, heart disease, memory impairments, and more. Another day of free time would help to dismantle the toxic workplace hustle culture that's become so prevalent in recent years. More emphasis needs to be placed on preserving the health and happiness of employees rather than expecting achievement at all costs. A 4-day work week would decrease stress and improve the quality of life for employees drastically. A 4-day work week will benefit companies, the environment, and the physical and mental health of employees. A century ago, decreasing the work week from 6 days to 5 days was revolutionary, but now it's something that we expect. A 4-day work week will allow people to have more time to pursue other interests, spend time with loved ones, and just manage their lives. A 4-day work week is beneficial in a plethora of ways, and it is something that needs to be implemented in the United States. Thank you for listening, and have a nice day. And here are my note cards.
Thank you.